I'm Jill Ornitz with your Missouri Business Alert Weekly Wrap. Boeing has opened the bidding for building its 777X airliner. That announcement follows a vote by the Northwest Machinists Union to reject a contract proposal that would have ensured that the plane would be assembled in Seattle. Governor Jay Nixon said Missouri will try to persuade Boeing to build the plane here. The aerospace company already has about 15,000 workers fulfilling military contracts in its St. Louis area plant. Manufacturing workers at Boeing's assembly plants in Missouri are members of the same Machinists International that voted in Washington state, but they work under different contracts. Republican legislators are sticking to their position on Medicaid. The Senate committee working on the state's health care policy decided that Medicaid in Missouri must be overhauled before it is expanded. The majority recommends that all low-income parents, pregnant women, and children on Medicaid be put into private managed care plans. That decision during the panel's final meeting prompted Democrats to walk out. The legislature will consider Medicaid policy when it convenes in January. Missouri's governor wants a truce in the so-called business border war with Kansas. Jay Nixon called for a moratorium on using tax incentives just to shuffle companies across the state line in the Kansas City metropolitan area. Nixon says the business poaching has shifted more than 5,000 jobs across the state border within the metro area. And that, Nixon says, drained more than $200 million in income tax revenues for both states. The Missouri Public Service Commission says Ameren must dole out at least $50 million more in solar rebates this year. Ameren wanted to suspend the program because the number of rebate applications was much higher than expected. The solar industry and state regulators challenged Ameren's calculation of its obligations under the state's renewable energy law. That led to negotiations and the PSC's decision this week. On January 1st, Missouri's minimum wage is going up 15 cents, from $7.35 an hour to $7.50 an hour. The state labor department calculates the minimum wage once a year based on the cost of living. The rate only applies to retail and service businesses with annual gross sales above $500,000. That's your weekly wrap. For Missouri Business Alert, I'm Jill Ornitz.